Hey guys, I hope this is working in the right group that I chose. Just want to double check really quick. Yep, I see. It's live. Okay, here I am with no makeup on, and that's okay because beauty comes from within. So I just wanted to, I've been wanting to get in here for a while and do a presentation like this, but time and energy and effort has all gone in different directions. So today was the day that I thought, I might as well put my face on for everybody else, right? So let's talk about skincare first, because with any makeup, with any application of anything healthy, you want to start with great skincare first, and that begins with good nutrition. So, if I freeze up, I'll catch up with you. See, I've got a few viewers. Hey, Jessica. So, with nutrition, you want to feed your body. And, of course, this is one of Jessica's favorites, and that's Ningxia Red. Ningxia Red is amazing. People ask me, well, what does it do for you? It supports all 9 systems of your body, including your skin. So, why not use it? Take it as directed. If you've never tried Ningxia Red, order the 2-pack. It comes in 2 glass bottles, beautiful bottles. You might want to save them for something else. Lots of crafty people using those for lots of reasons. Hey, Connie. And so, anyway, get the 2-pack of bottles. Drink it as directed. You're supposed to have 2 ounces a day minimum. So you could do 1 ounce in the morning and 1 ounce in the evening, or you could do all 2 ounces at one time. Whatever you choose, it tastes delicious. I actually drink way more than 2 ounces a lot of days, but it keeps me going. So Ningxia Red nutritionally supports your skin. Another supplement that I love for skin is Sulfurzyme. Sulfurzyme has a trace mineral called silica that helps our skin, our hair, our nails. It's something that will help support your digestive system as well. And speaking of digestive system, you should all be taking a good probiotic. This one is Life 9 from Young Living. This puts the good flora back in our gut so that we can have a good balance with our nutrition and in our gut health. Another thing I highly recommend is lots of water. So I see people say, well, I have dry skin. Well, you may need to press more water. If you're having some chronic skin issues, I'm not going to name any conditions because you guys can use your imagination, but if you are, think about this. There's a root cause somewhere for those chronic conditions. A lot of times it starts in the liver. And so you may want to have yourself checked out by your doctor, a dermatologist, some kind of healthcare professional that can help you. I know that we have a technology like with our Zyto or an iTovi, and you can have yourself scanned, and sometimes if you see liver-supporting supplements or oils pop up, that might be an indication that you need to support your liver more. So your skin is your body's biggest organ, but it's the second largest filtration system only to the liver. And so when your liver is tired and taxed and maybe congested and or fatty or whatever, there are a lot of issues that can happen with the liver, from environmental exposure to things that you've eaten or even genetic issues. So check with your liver health and then get that straightened out, and sometimes you'll see a really good improvement in your skin. So note to self, try not to watch live videos during the summer when the kids are home. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Anyway, so just getting back to my train of thought here. Chronic conditions in the skin, a lot of times it can be environmental. So look at the labels on your products that you're using. Scan them with that app. We love the app called Think Dirty. It's free. You can get it from any iOS or Android app store and get it on your phone. It's the easiest to me, in my opinion. There's also another one called EWG. It stands for Environmental Working Group. And either one of those allows you to scan the barcode on personal care products and different items you may have in your home, and just check to see what the ratings are on it. On a scale of 1 to 10, if it's a 1, it means, hey, go ahead and use it. It's probably going to be okay for you. If it's a 10, throw it away. And just to kind of give you some reference points, you wouldn't believe the things that we used every day from like the beginning of time on our babies and on ourselves that rated a 9 and a 10. So those brands that you may have trusted your whole adult life, your mama used it, your grandmama used it, and now you're using it, may not be so safe, even despite the campaigns that you see that some companies are doing, trying to convince us that it is safe. Just one particular item that's in the ingredient list in tons and tons of personal care products is the word fragrance. Well, I'm here to tell you, friends, the word fragrance can actually, by law, hide thousands of additional chemicals that are protected under a proprietary law. That means that XYZ company doesn't have to reveal to you exactly what's in their products because it's under the label fragrance. And that includes things that you would not want anywhere near your body or your children's body. So pay attention. All right, y'all keep typing to me, and you see I don't have my glasses on, so this is so helpful. I've had some skin issues. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad I can help you. Allergy-related, seasonal. Yeah, okay. So, and if you have the desk reference, which is this big book here, Life Science has this. There's a whole chapter. This is the 5th edition. I have the latest edition at the salon, but there is a whole chapter on nothing but liver health in here, complete with nice, gross pictures for you to look at on what a diseased liver looks like. So I encourage you to study up, learn some more, all right? Okay, so those are just a few of the things that I love for nutritional support of our skin. Typically, I have really good skin. I've been blessed with not a whole lot of breakouts. If I do have breakouts, they usually happen around that time of the month, and they're hormone related. Now there are lots of different maps that you can look up on Google. Just Google facial skin map or something along those lines, and you will see lots of different images. Click on images, and you'll see images of a human face, and it'll be divided up into all these little sections, and it'll tell you like, this is your lungs. These are hormones, there's an area for the liver. If you're having chronic issues in certain zones in your face, check that map, because that could be the big aha moment that you go, oh my gosh, I totally scanned for XYZ oil or supplement, and now this is where I have these breakouts. So I'm putting 2 and 2 together and realizing that I really need to get to work supporting that particular organ or system in my body. So there's you another little tip. All right. So my favorite skincare, of course, is Young Living. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I use. And I have already used this one already this morning. This is the, I'm sorry I got a glare. I'm having to sit in front of my kitchen window to give you guys some good daylight. But this is the Satin Facial Scrub in mint. There's no other flavor, so I don't know why they actually say in mint. Hey, Brandy. Hey, Katie. Use a little tiny bit of this, like a small amount. Let me just kind of show you how much I use on my face and my neck. Like, look, that is almost nothing. Can you see that? Almost nothing. And so with hands that are slightly damp, just massage it in, and just gently with upward strokes, just massage your skin. You want to do that, especially in the summer, about every other day, because if you're getting in the sun a lot and you're getting tanned, and that's making those skin cells on the surface slough off faster. And there's nothing worse than putting on your makeup on top of skin that's trying to flake off. It just is not a good palette to start with. So the Satin Mint Scrub, I use it every couple of days without fail. You just rinse it off, and then I follow up with the Art Refreshing Toner. Now, I just put this on a cotton pad. I've already done my face with this. You want to really pay attention to here and around the sides of your nose, because that's where a lot of the dirt and the grime, the oil pockets and things like to hide. So swipe your face gently with the Art Toner. It will bring the pH balance back into your skin. I've even heard Melissa Pepping, who is like the queen of DIY beauty like products, through her Chemical Free Home 1, 2, and 3 books. She says, don't waste your time on a DIY facial toner. Just use the Art Toner, because it is perfectly designed to balance that pH in your skin and to give you the exact balance within the skin. So, okay, so the Orange Blossom, Katie's asking, is the Orange Blossom really to be diluted first? Not at all. You can use it straight out of the bottle. However, one of the great things about the Orange Blossom is that you can add it to a foaming hand soap pump. So take a couple of tablespoons and add it, and then add some purified water. I usually will use the water from my Berkey, and then shake it up, and then when you pump it, it's foaming and ready to go, and it will make your Orange Blossom last a whole lot longer. So it's just kind of a hack that helps you to stretch your budget and spend that money on more oils or more makeup. So, okay, in the Art Kit, it comes with 3 things, and I just want to show you guys, this packaging is gorgeous. So this is the Art Box, and when you open it, mine's empty because I have the products already out. There's a beautiful like flyer that opens up and tells you more about the products. This is $109 for wholesale members, and it's 109 PV. So if you're looking for an easy 100 PV to put on your ER order, Art Collection, great decision. Now, I love it because Young Living actually has these available separate. So when you run out of, say, toner first, which I always do, you can order the toner completely separate. So inside that, you get the toner, which I've already shown you. You get the light moisturizer. This is, isn't the packaging gorgeous? And here's what the bottle looks like. I'm about to use this, so got it out of the box. And then the Gentle Cleanser. This is the alternative cleanser to the Orange Blossom facial cleanser, and this is what the bottle looks like. And it's a foaming cleanser. This one's great for those that have sensitive skin, or for me, those that are, you know, way past 40 and trying to stretch every bit of youthful skin out of our time. It's great for that age refining, you know, what we're looking for. So anyway, I cleanse with the Art Gentle Cleanser. I also have a DIY cleanser. We've seen this cleanser around forever. I usually travel with it because I have it in a little foam travel size bottle, and it's just easy to throw in my suitcase. And it is the one that's called AC's Facial Cleanser, and my friend Heather Brooks, she is a pharmacist, and she came up with that recipe, gosh, about 4 years ago, and it really helped her daughter to clean up her appearance of her skin, and it's great for teenage skin that tends to have issues. So, all right, so I've already used my satin facial scrub. I have already used my toner, and so the next thing I'm going to use is the Art Renewal Serum. Now, this is not sold in the Art Kit. This is sold separately, and it is one of the higher priced items with within the skincare system. It's around $74, but y'all, get it on your ER. You get your points back. You can also use your points to purchase this. So for those things that you know you can't spend your points on, like convention items, then add those to your ER cart, bank up some points, and then spend your points on things like this. The Art Renewal Serum, when you take the lid off, it has like a little pump, and literally like one pump is all you need. It's just like this clear serum gel, and you literally just wipe it all over your skin. Now I have a mirror here in front of me, and I'm going to be using it quite a bit. And you're just using gentle strokes, and you want to push up on your skin. Fight gravity every step of the way. And don't forget your neck. And as a manicurist, I can tell you, don't forget the back of your hands, because you can have all the great skincare and plastic surgery on your face as you want, but if you don't take care of the back of your hands, that's going to tell everyone your secret, okay? So that soaks in pretty fast. Now, it smells beautiful. It has this exotic orchid fragrance in it, and it's actually the same thing that's in the Savvy Mineral Misting Spray. So that's why that smells so good. All right, so now I have the Art Light Moisturizer, and this is my daytime moisturizer, 1 pump. Again, see, this is a tiny bit. Melissa Pepping says dot, dot, not a lot. It's an easy way to remember. Don't overuse your products. You'd be surprised how I see how many people just pump, 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 and then it's just not, it's so concentrated. It's like our essential oils. You only need a tiny bit. So I'm just going to apply this using my mirror here again. I mean, look, there's already, you can see, there's plenty of product on my face. Gentle, upward light strokes. Don't forget the neck. And don't forget the back of the hands. Now, I can see how dewy my skin already looks. And a lot of days, that's all I do. If I'm not going to do makeup, I'll just do my skincare. Now, for my eyes, I love the Wolfberry Eye Cream. Now, this is something that is one of those secrets that people don't really look at. I mean, it's been around forever. But this has the wolfberry extract in it, has all kinds of essential oils, tiny, tiny, tiny little bit. Now, you see me using my fingers. If I was using product that I would use on other people, I would use little spatulas, but it's all mine, and I'm okay with using it. Okay, so middle ring fingers here, these have the lightest pressure of any of your fingers, and we want to use really light pressure when we're working around the eyes. We don't want to contribute to that light skin that's so easy to stretch out of place. So really, you're just dotting it around and just gently getting it on there. Now, I also go up here, what I call the number 11s, and then across the top of my forehead. My hair is going to get in the way, but that's all right. I don't have the luxury of long hair that I can put up in a clip. Okay? Love the way that feels. Now, at night, I love to use the Boswellia Wrinkle Cream, and sometimes I will use the Sheer Lume. It's just really whatever my hand reaches for, to be honest. Sheer Lume is a brightening cream, that L-U-M-E, it's Lume. It's a brightening cream, and so I see some people wear it during the day, but it's a heavy moisturizer, and I really like to use it at night before I go to bed. Now, we also have, I don't have it in front of me, but we have a cream mask, and we have a paper mask that you wet and you can lay on your face. So Melissa recommends on every other day use your scrub, and every other day use a cream or a paper mask. Now, I don't pamper myself enough, and so I typically do not do that, but if you're one that you're looking for a mask, try one of those. I've definitely used them before, and I think they're wonderful. But like I said, I do good to get my makeup off before I go to bed. So now, before I start into the actual application of the makeup, I want to show you guys this little tray that I found at TJ Maxx. Y'all know, if you've been around me any length of time, I'm a Maxxinista, and I cannot stay out of TJ Maxx stores. So look at this. Isn't that awesome? It was $29.99, and I have it sitting on my vanity, and I can literally just pick it up and take it to a class with me if I choose to use my makeup, which I have a second set for classes, but I just love that. And one of the neat things about it is the top part is separate. So those two drawers on the bottom, completely separate. So that's just a little shopping tip for you. It's made out of acrylic, so you wouldn't want to get your citrus oils around it because it might etch the surface. So I'm just going to turn this around a little bit. Sorry to be wiggling the camera so much because I need to get my drawers open. I have all of the minerals here, and I'm going to start with my foundation, my Savvy Minerals foundation. So I'm going to show you something that I did that is helping me a lot. And I put tiny little stickers. This says W2 on it because it's really going to help me instead of, because I don't have my makeup on. So I'm constantly, my eyeglasses on. And when I'm putting in my makeup, I'm constantly trying to figure out what color that is by reading the bottom, especially on the eyeshadows because the labels are tiny. So this helped me a lot if you struggle in that area and you want a quick reference to what is in the top, what's in the, I'm seeing Owner's MacBook Pro. Okay. I don't know what happened. I hope I'm still here. So anyway, if you're struggling, add some labels on the top. So I always like to tap the top of my minerals, even though I have them sitting still, especially if I'm traveling with them. You want to get all the minerals off the top of the lid so when you open it, it's not like literally falling out into your lap. So this is warm number 2, and I know I'm in front of a mirror, a window, and I have natural daylight, and there's a lot of sun coming in. Okay, good. Glad to know. Thanks, Tiffany. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys that, first of all, let me just say, Savvy Minerals is awesome, and it is a great start to a full line of cosmetics. But you guys know we do not have mascara. We do not have concealer. We do not have a primer. We don't have a lip liner. There's a lot of things that we're suggesting. I got a survey last night that they had sent out to Diamonds, and I sent it back, and I sent a lot of suggestions that I've heard from you guys, especially Becky, and getting them over to there. So we are, they're listening to us, and they're coming out with stuff, planning it. We have mascara coming soon. We have the brush sets coming soon. And for those of you that have been watching for your favorite colors to come back in stock, I've been seeing Oily Tools really blowing up today, that things are coming back in stock. I did see that Jet Setter eyeliner went out of stock, but it'll be back, I promise. You guys, we're doing such a good job to keep this stuff in stock. I cannot even believe how smooth it's been going. I know that it's frustrating to go on there and say, well, I'm going to get this, and this, and then that's out of stock. But trust me, I've been around through out of stock issues, and these are nothing compared to what we've dealt with in the past. Melissa Pepping being right-hand woman, helping Young Living plan for the forecast and the projections on all of these things. She has really helped them as a professional to know what to have in stock. And so, all that to say, I'm a concealer fan. I like to cover these dark circles under my eyes. I've always just used this, and I'm having a hard time getting away from it. And I also use it as a primer on my lid, and it's from Mica Beauty. It's a primer and a concealer, and I still use it. So anyhow, I'm going to grab my brush and put this on. So, when you see us doing all these makeovers and you think, wow, I've got to switch everything. No, you don't. Just start with what you have and finish it up. Don't throw anything away unless it's just terribly toxic. I think a lot of you have already made the switch to better products, and we're just saying that Savvy's even better than the better. Like I had been using Tarte brand, but some of the Tarte products still had talc and different things in it. So anyway, use what you have, and as Young Living comes up with things that are your colors and what you love, then grab them. But some old habits die hard, and concealer is one of them for me. I tried several tricks that I've seen, but what I was experiencing was, as soon as, say, the misting spray dried, I looked powdery, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to look like a cream finish. So I still use the concealer. All right, so this is the Savvy Minerals brush. It's beautiful. It says foundation on it. These will be available soon. There's 5 brushes in the set, and they come in a beautiful makeup bag. So I'm just putting a little bit of the mineral into the lid, and I'm swirling it into the brush, tapping off the excess. Failure to tap off the excess is where you're going to get the fallout on your clothes and on your cheeks and on your face. I always start with my foundation. I know some people say start with your eyeshadow so that you can clean up the fallout. I don't have any fallout, and I think it's because I tap my brush on the lid. So I'm going to use my mirror here, and hopefully you guys can see. We're just swirling it in. Now this swirling motion is typical for a mineral foundation. It is how you put them on. It's also how you will get irritation on your skin from bad ingredients like bismuth. Other brands sold in local stores and online have a cheap filler called bismuth. And you can literally buff bismuth on your skin and it will turn silver in a lot of brands. And that just shows you that it's got that heavy metal in there. And if you looked at it under a microscope, bismuth, you would see that it is really tiny little shards. And so when you have irritated skin, it may be because of that one ingredient. And two, if you're having skin problems, this foundation alone, even if you don't want to wear makeup, is like treating your skin with good stuff. So you should wear it just so you can get the benefits from the kaolin clay. Kaolin clay is a detoxifier. I learned about kaolin clay years ago when I worked for a nail company, and we were putting kaolin clay in some of our foot scrubs. And it's just one of those things that is very nourishing to the skin. And I think it's one of the main contributing factors to the fact that a lot of members are already saying my skin is better after wearing Savvy Minerals for just a couple of days. Okay, so that's my foundation. Let's see. Oh, good. Glad I'm still broadcasting. I think sometimes it just thinks that the computer thinks we're going to sleep. We're not. All right. This brush is the blush brush, and it comes with the Savvy Minerals brush set. It's so soft. So incredibly soft. And so I've tried all the blushes, and y'all, let me just say, I can use them all. There are 3. You've got Passionate, and I want to encourage you guys that the reason why I want to encourage you about how I've been able to wear all of them, and I'm like this lily white girl, is that they're forgiving. All right, so if you ordered Passionate and you're lily white like me, and you put it on it and it's too much, it may be just your application technique. So work with it a little bit. There's also Smashing, which you can see I've labeled these as well. Smashing is probably one of my favorites, and it is light. It's really, really matte, where some of the others, Savvy Minerals, have a sheen or a luster to them. This is, I do believe you're blushing, and it's one of the more, you see the glisten in that? It has like a iridescent effect, which is beautiful. But if you like a matte, then you would want to use the Smashing. All right, so I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to tap into the Passionate just because I want to show you guys. I like literally have just a couple of little tiny particles on my brush, and I'm wiping most of it back. So you've seen people talk about, hey Deb, you've seen people talk about where you want to put your blush and where you want to contour. And I've read some makeup blogs for 2017, and they say a lot of people are getting away from the heavy contouring, so you want a very natural look. So I'm going to use my mirror, and I'm just going to swipe this Passionate, and you can see it's just barely a little bit of color. However, if you're very dark skinned and you need more color, then you would just use more particles of the blush on your brush. So you can see I already have a little bit of definition going on there, okay? And let's say you get too much and it just is muddy looking or whatever, just grab your foundation brush and go with circles right over it. It blends it right in, and it keeps you from having that stripe of blush across your face. So I'm going to grab a few more particles of the Passionate, and we're going to do the other side. All right, so literally just swiping across that area. Another reason why you might see that a color is not for you is you're not in good light. Make sure you're in good light. That's one of the reasons why I brought everything into the kitchen, to show you guys really good natural light. My bathroom has terrible lighting and no windows. So now I'm going to put the lid on that, put it away because my little workstation here is pretty small and I want to keep it nice and tidy. All right, now I'm going to grab some of the smashing because it's also matte and it's a really pretty pink. And I'm just going to go right over the top. Like I'm concentrating more right here and right here on what they call the apple of your eye. I mean, of your face, cheeks, whatever. Okay? And then I'm just going to touch some of this up here in the corners of my forehead. Now, I tend to turn red naturally here on my chin, so I'm not going to add more blush to that because it just doesn't make any sense. But you can also contour under here and then on your neck. I'm going to grab this foundation brush and just rub some of this in. I do not use any of the bronzers. I just don't need them. I have them. And bronzers are great, I think, for people with olive complexion. But to me, it's too much for me. Now, let's say I was on a trip and my skin type, I can go on a tropical vacation, get all the sun in the world, and it will last for about 12 hours. And that's after the red turns to tan. So if for some reason I'm trying to match my body with my face together after a vacation, I might grab a bronzer, but I don't use it typically on a daily basis. All right, so let's move on to the eyes. You guys see, I do have eyebrows. They are not over plucked. It's just they're really, really blonde. Hey, Jen. Yeah, we white girls, we just don't need those bronzers that much. So I am a natural redhead, although I do have my hair colored and highlighted. Some things I'm just not going to give up. But you can see the hair on my skin, on my arms. It's just really light peach fuzz. I am blessed with that type of hair. I can shave once a week and you would never realize. I mean, it just is soft. It doesn't get prickly. It's pretty awesome because my girls, they don't have that. They took after their dad's Italian side and they have to shave every day. So anyway, I'm going to use dark number 3 as my eyebrow color, just because I want to show you, you can use some of these other colors for a purpose outside of what it's packaged for. Okay, so this is the dark number 3. If you have melanated skin, if you are of island descent, if you're of African descent, Asian, this might be your foundation color, but for me, it matches my hair, so I'm going to use it on my eyebrows. Now I'm going to grab a brush. This is going to be a neat trick, y'all. I'm not like really good with eyebrows like Becky is. So I'm going to take my misting spray and I'm just going to spray it into the lid. One quick spray is all you need. This stuff, originally when Savvy Minerals was launched, I thought, well, this will be on everybody's ER order every month because you use it. Well, you see, this is the first time I've used it. I really like to put my foundation on without it. So I've got a little bitty brush here and I'm just getting it wet. I'm going to pick up some of the particles. Getting a message from Diamond Support. I need to call them here when I get off. It's about my rally order. Okay, so I'm going to be looking at my mirror and hopefully you guys can see. So I'm just going to fill this in with a little bit of color. You guys seeing the difference? I actually took a before and after the other day, like one eyebrow done and one eyebrow not done. Shared it with just a couple of friends. And then I'm following that natural line that I have for my brows, which is thin, but it's just because that's the way God made them. I only clean up like what's right in the way of my makeup. So when I pluck, it's like little tiny blonde hairs right here, and sometimes little tiny blonde hairs right here, and then every now and then I'll have like this rogue hair out there that I have to pluck. So And you can just keep brushing this on until you get the coat that you want. So I have to kind of back up out of that bright light and see, and I think that's looking pretty good. So let's do the other one. And I love that this week Becky said, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. So if you struggle for a lot of time every day trying to get both eyebrows to look exactly the same, relax. They look alike, not exactly alike. Y'all can type your questions if you have any. So this one's going on a little faster. I always like to go a little bit and then add color. It's a lot easier to add your color than it is to try to take it away once it's too much. All right, so how long do you think that dart number 3 is going to last me, with that being the only reason I use it? So now I'm just taking an eyebrow eyelash comb brush thingy. It's not a spoolie. I don't have a spoolie. And brushing that up. And it helps to blend in anywhere that there was, too many particles all stuck together and made it look clumpy, and it just blends it in. It does. So Connie was just saying that she did not believe that warm foundation was going to match, but it does. And I have tried the cool number 2 and the warm number 2, and y'all, I could wear either one. I would never send it back because I'm like, it matches. Who knew? I mean, I can just wear it, and maybe I like warm better, but if I had cool, I could just use it until it's gone. Nobody's going to know that it's not, better than one or the other if they're not in my bathroom every day helping me get ready. Okay, so eyeshadows. I love, love, love eyeshadows. And there's so many things that you can do, and a lot of people are doing the, okay, let me look. This Best Kept Secret. I just have partial words on here, and the item number, the last 3 digits of the item number, so it'll help me. So Best Kept Secret is a matte. Now, if you'll see, and you probably can't see it very well because I did put that concealer on, but I have really pink and blue veins in my eyes, and so I like to cover those, and that's one of the reasons why I use that concealer primer. But I also like sparkles, so I'm going to go with Residual instead of Best Kept Secret. Residual has more of a shine to it, and I mean, look at my nails. I kind of like some sparkle, right? And for those of you that know me, I have always been around sparkles. So this is the blending brush, but I like it like a mop. It's really longer bristles. Can you see that? Let me put it in front of my shirt. It's longer bristles, and it's kind of like a mop to me. So it covers more in less time, but I'm still blotting it off into the lid. And then I'm just going to cover my whole lid with Residual. And it really doesn't give me a lot of color, but it gives me a pretty shine. And then I just kind of go from there as far as what am I wearing today? Where am I going? I take into all kinds of things into consideration when I'm getting my makeup done. And I've always kind of liked to match my makeup. So if I'm wearing a purple shirt, I'm not going to wear really earth tone colors on my face. I'm going to make it more the pinks and the purples. So with my white shirt today, it doesn't matter. Okay, so Residual, and then Crushing and Crush-In, there's no G on the end. Crush-In is a matte peachy color, absolutely gorgeous. I've seen it on anywhere from white girls like me to African American women, and it is gorgeous on everyone. Being matte, it just works too with any age skin. And then Spoiled, this one is kind of a peachy earth tone that has sparkles in it. So I'm going to grab that one, and I'm just going to tap it off right here. And you guys, I had no plans on what I was going to do on my face today when I got before you. I'm just going with what I want to do. And that's kind of the fun of doing makeup. It's always fun to be able to have time to just play and just see what it is you like. Seeing that owner's MacBook Plus thing, or Pro, across the front again. So y'all let me know if I'm still broadcasting. So see, that's just a little bit of a color tone for my skin. So I think what I want to do is I want to go towards the purples today, and we have diffused and unscripted for that. Unscripted is a matte mauve, kind of a in between pink and purple and brown. Just goes with a lot. And then diffused is more a little bit towards the eggplant side of that. So, oh good, thanks. So either one, I'll show you how you can build your color. I'm going to grab the eyeshadow brush. You can see here it's a shorter, bristly, more intentional application of eyeshadow. Somebody's calling me and I don't know that number. To call you back, it's a local number. Hopefully it's not my kids. Okay, so I'm going to grab the lighter shade, which is, let's see, unscripted. And I'm just going to start building up in this corner. Okay? Looks like I'm frozen in the camera, but it'll pop back. Little bit goes a long way. Okay? Then you can take this mop-looking blending brush and blend it in. You're glad I went with purple? Yeah. I didn't used to even like the color purple. And something about being around a lot of lavender with Young Living makes you kind of gravitate towards the purples. All right, so, that's just a light application that I would wear every day. And I'll add some more here in a little bit and show you guys how you can get a little more dramatic. But you can see these powders are going to last you forever. Just don't spill them and you're good. And the thing is, there's a reducer cap to keep you from spilling them and losing all your product. I've seen several people recommend poking holes instead of pulling off the whole sticker label that it comes shipped with, or just taking a razor knife and cutting it and pulling away half of that sticker so that you're not making it to where your container is just going to, be exposed. I pulled the whole sticker off because that's what I do. All right, so now I'm tapping into diffused because I want to get a little bit more color in case I go somewhere fun tonight, right? So I start with the bottom of my lashes, my eyelid, and just come in a little bit. I don't like to go all the way over, and I do not like to do the what they call, what is that, the wet line or something like that. To me, that just makes colored eye boogers. I've seen a lot of people literally paint this line on the top side of your lashes, and as your eyes water throughout the day and naturally tear, you end up with things in your corner of your eyes, and it's the color of your makeup that you put on that line. So, don't love that. All right, so I'm tapping in some darker, just right here, building up some color, and this is with that darker diffused color. It's basically the same color, just a little more pigment, a little darker. You see the difference? Building up some color. And do you guys see any fallout? No fallout, and that's because I tap my brushes. All right, let's do this other side. Again, your eyes are sisters, not twins, so if you're struggling with trying to get them to look just alike, nobody's going to notice it. Get it close. And if you're like me and wear glasses, they're not going to see it that much anyway. And wearing glasses full time, that's another reason why I like to do my eye makeup heavier, because I feel like you can see my eyes behind my frames. It's not just, weak eyes behind there. So, all right. Now, I'm going to grab the Jet Setter, my eyeliner brush, and my misting spray. So here's the Jet Setter. It's a jet black mineral powder, and it is super concentrated, like really concentrated. I'm just shaking some more particles into the lid. And what you see here is from me, from the application I used yesterday. So here's what I do. I take the misting spray and just spray lightly the inside of that lid, just lightly. And then I take my brush and I get it wet and I tap into just a few particles of the Jet Setter. And what I'm doing is I'm making a liquid black eyeliner. And what's left in the lid, it'll just dry. That's what I showed you when I first opened the lid. So I'm going to do this in my mirror, so hopefully you guys can see. And I always start outside on the corner, and I like a thicker line on the outside of my eyes. And then over here, I just come back with just a little bit, just barely touching the lash line and try to get it as thin as possible. You see the difference in that makes? Because, I have blonde hairs. My eyelashes are blondish red, strawberry blonde. I have to use a lot of mascara, and an eyeliner to me just kind of frames my eye. My eyes are not small, but they're not large either. So, but I always use a liner, but I don't use this liquid on the bottom. Okay, so, and you can, go way out with this if you want to, if you like a dramatic cat line. How's that? You're making that whole eyeliner thing look so easy. However, I can tell you it would not be that easy for me. Okay, so a couple of tricks. Use the right brush. You see how short and squatty and thin this brush is? This is angled. And so if you're trying to use something that's bigger, or, something that is even, I see Becky use those long liner brushes that are great if you have a steady hand. But I find that when I brace, my pinky finger against my cheek and then use the brush to put that right where you need it, practice. I promise you. It's not that hard. Okay, so again, no fallout anywhere. Now, it's time for mascara. So this is the mascara I've been using. It's called Tartiest, and it's from Tarte. Until we get our mascara from Savvy Minerals and from Young Living, I will just finish this up. And it's almost empty anyway, so the timing is going to work out pretty good. I got to push my little hairs out of the way so I don't end up with mascara in my hair. Let's see. Yes, brace. Just use your pinky as a way to brace against your face. And having your mirror and your lighting, again, in the right place. If you're looking in your mirror like this, it's going to be harder because you're not using the natural angle of your eyes being almost closed like I'm using right now. And it's just kind of in the way. So this mascara is black. We do have black and brown coming out with Savvy Minerals, and I do believe I'll just stick with the black. I like a lot of coverage. Most makeup artists would probably say because of my coloring and my hair, I should use a brown mascara, but I just like a lot of eyelashes. I like it to show up. And even long time ago, I've had lots of compliments on my eye makeup. I just always have. And so how cool is it that now I can say, It's Savvy Minerals. Here's my business card. Let's schedule a makeover for you, or let's have you come look at this stuff. Let me see what I would do with your eyes. And you don't have to be a makeup guru. I talked Saturday at the rally, like, okay, those of us that have enrolled people with the Young Living Starter Kit with essential oils, did you have to be an aromatherapist to do that? No. It's awesome if you are, but if you're not, don't let that hold you back. You do not have to let the fact that you might not be a cosmetologist or a makeup guru or a professional skincare person, esthetician, skin therapist, whatever your license says you are, you don't have to be that to be successful with Savvy Minerals. I can't tell you how many times in the co-op over the years we have seen people say, so what kind of makeup are you using? What are you using? Obviously, you're making better choices and getting the toxins out of your life. So tell me, what are you using for makeup? And so now we have an answer. And it's not rocket science. We do not have to, people know what they like in makeup. They just do. So anyway, I'll get on a soapbox about that. Ooh, poke my eye. Okay. Now, sometimes you will get fallout or transfer with your mascara when you're applying it. Happens a lot. A little tip on that is wait for it to dry. Don't see the smudge and go, oh, and go try to get rid of it. Let it dry. It is so much easier to come off when it's dried up on your skin. So, another little tip for you. Can you guys even see them? Trying to stay in the camera and do this at the same time. It's challenging on these little tiny blonde eyelashes. Okay. So, now, I gotta have some powder and some lips. Now, there's a hack that Melissa has done where she takes the Savvy Minerals veil, and for you guys, I know a lot of people are asking what is a good picture of the veil. It's really hard to photograph because veil is very transparent. And Becky was so sweet to show veil on her skin before. So you see my skin before. My skin's completely different than Becky's, so you'll see another version of this. I am just tapping, this is my blush brush, and I'm just tapping it into a little bit of the veil. So do you see, it's just a shimmer. It's not like a setting powder. It's not something that is for anything other than just adding a beautiful glow to your face. You can definitely overdo the veil. The veil is another product that's just going to last forever. But one of the hacks that Melissa showed was to take an eyeshadow brush, tap it in, and she literally taps it onto her eyelashes. And you can come from the top and do it, or under here. And you just want a few because, again, if you load your brush with it, it'll fall out underneath your eyes, and you'll have a lot of cleanup to do. And so once you do that, you can recoat another coat of your mascara over it, and you'll get even more of that longer, fuller lash look than you will without it. So there again, for those days that you might be going somewhere really fancy and you want more eye mascara on, more eyelashes showing, then try that Savvy Minerals hack with your mascara. Okay, so big fat veil brush. I just want to wipe this on my skin all the time. It is so soft. When we were in Virginia Beach for the wedding, Audrey, she just was like loving, my little niece. She was just loving these brushes. It was like petting a cat. You just can't really keep yourself from doing it. So tapping in just a tiny bit because I don't want to overdo it. Swirling my brush. Now, I'm just going to go over my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose. You can go across your forehead, chin. Again, not adding color very much. It's just a little bit of a sheen, a little bit of a shine. I've seen some people doing some makeovers and they use too much and they kind of had a bluey, iridescent look to their skin. All right, lips. I'm a lip liner girl. Raise your hand if you're a lip liner girl. Can't hardly make it without my lip liner. And so I will be thrilled and overjoyed when we have lip liners come up. This is just a pencil, and it's a color that I use whether I'm wearing red or purple, because I'm really just trying to get a base around these lips. Most of it's going to blend in. Let me give you a couple of facts. The brighter your lip color especially, and pretty much anything that is a cosmetic, it has a lot of pigment in it or a lot of staying power. Like, you know, you see all kinds of products out there, and they may be made with good ingredients on one hand, but on the other hand, the brighter the colors, the longer the wear, that's not natural. So you have to wonder what's in there that's causing that. If it's lake dyes and different artificial colors, and you're trying to live a natural lifestyle, you might want to shy away from it. Okay, so I'm going to tell you, this is Wish. It's a pink, beautiful pink. This one is On a Whim. Eyeshadow over the misting spray for her lip liner. Oh, I have to do that. Okay. This one is Daydream. Y'all, struggle is real. The vision. I wear trifocals, so for me to be able to see that. And this is Uptown Girl. It's my favorite. You'll see I've kind of worn it the most. Look how cute. If you have not seen this up close yet, have you seen the Young Living pressed in like stamp logo in there? I dread the day that that's going to go away because I've used so much of this. Here's somebody coming in my front door. Such creamy, full coverage. Love it. Okay. And then I have one of the lip glosses in front of me because I have two girls who live here with me and they have the other one. This is Abundant. Okay. If you have teenage girls living in your house, you know what I'm talking about. Love the way this feels on my lips. Okay. So that's how I do it. And of course, I do it a lot faster than that. My average makeup application takes me about 7 or 8 minutes from start to finish, because I just do the same thing with the adjustment of colors, you know, and the amount that I put on there. I'm going to leave my glasses off for a minute because sitting in front of this window, my transitions are starting to take effect. But I do want to show you some stuff, so I may be taking them on and off. So this book right here, it's the Consumer's Dictionary of Cosmetic Ingredients. This is something everybody needs in their home. It's not just about what your makeup is, it's about what your personal care products are. Let's say you have something that's not in the database on Think Dirty or EWG app. It happens all the time. I know you guys know that. And if you're not near a Google or laptop, you know, your phone, and you can't Google an ingredient, you can look it up here. Now, just to kind of give you an example of how awesome this book is. First of all, it's just a dictionary. I mean, literally like newsprint paper, alphabetically listed. There's some information in the front, but this particular dictionary actually takes into consideration the type of culture we are living in a toxin-free home. And so it's going to give you that same information and warning and knowledge that EWG or Think Dirty or some of like safecosmetics.org is a great reference. So one day I was wanting to gather some supplies to make some melt and pour soaps. And so I definitely do not want any sodium lauryl sulfate in my soaps. And so I was looking at this website that had like, I don't know, 8 or 10 different options for melt and pour soap. Well, one of their options said no sodium lauryl sulfate. I'm like, that's what I want. But hey, let me just read their ingredients. So I took every ingredient that they have listed and I looked it up in this book. Well, when I got to one of them, you know what the very definition of that ingredient said? See sodium lauryl sulfate. Oh, tricky little people. They were trying to advertise that it had no sodium lauryl sulfate, but it had another ingredient that's just the same thing by another name. I am way more savvy than that, and they did not trick me. So, anyway, this book can help you. It'll help you answer your team questions as your team's getting bigger and bigger. Our whole team is. This book will help you to answer their questions, and there are always questions, and sometimes people need a little help. When I wrote the presentation that I released this weekend, and if you haven't seen that, you guys, I provided you guys with some crazy cool tools that you can now just call your friends, post a graphic, have your house full of girlfriends tonight. Okay, the work's already done for you. So here's one particular thing. People keep saying, well, we need a starter kit with Savvy Minerals. This is a flyer. You can print it out in 8x10, 8.5x11, whatever you can print at home, or you can send it to the printer. My girlfriend Kathy at Hoover Print Company in Hoover, Alabama, she did these for me. There's pricing in the same Google Drive, but I had her do the Good, Better, Best flyer for me on one side, and then the business and the box flyer on the other side. So people say, well, do you have a starter kit with your Savvy Minerals? Absolutely, we do. No, we don't, but I mean, we don't have a premium starter kit, right? But there's nothing that says you can't help your new prospect become a member using Savvy Minerals as their entire purchase. Excuse me, y'all. So let me just help you with that for a minute. There are 3 options on here, and it says Makeup Starter Kit options, good, better, best. I designed these to help somebody to have a few products based on their budget, but also taking into consideration what their PV total would be. You know how Young Living made it to where we could enroll a friend at sign up, we could create a custom ER kit. Well, this is the concept. So you help them get a basic starter kit. I've never promoted the basic starter kit until now. It is $45. It used to be $40. The price went up a little while ago. It's $45. It is their membership. It is a Stress Away essential oil blend. It's 2 packs of Ninja Red, the little roller fitment, and some samples. $45. The reason why we don't press on that is because you're spending $45 and getting 1 oil and some samples. You get your membership, great. But why spend $45 when you could spend $160 and get 11 oils and a diffuser? It's just the better choice. But moving forward with Savvy Minerals, here's the scenario. So Mary says, I'm ready to sign up and I want, this is my budget. And I find her budget on this page. It could be $200, it could be $255, it could be $350. So if her budget's $350, I'm going to get on youngliving.com or give her my link. I'm going to instruct her to grab the basic starter kit and put it in her cart. When she gets to the part of the order where it says, would you like to be on Essential Rewards, she's going to click yes and customize. Then she's going to pick out a foundation, a bronzer, a blush, a lipstick, a lip gloss, 5 eyeshadows, an eyeliner, misting spray, the veil powder, the colors she wants. That's where the customization comes in. That's going to come with her Stress Away, her Ninja Red, her Rollerball fitment, and the samples. But her PV, y'all, is $301.25 on ER. So tell me, what is she getting for that? She's getting all of this month's promos. She's getting the promo at $100. She's getting the promo at $190, $250, and $300. She's getting a root of Allah because this recording is in July. If you happen to be watching this in August, you missed it. So anyway, she's going to get 30 ER points. And then you're going to help her decide what she's going to put in her ER cart for next month, because she's going to have all this stuff in and she's going to love it. She's going to have Stress Away. And depending on the promos for the month that you enrolled her, she's going to have other oils. So you see where getting Savvy Minerals in the hands of people who non-toxic makeup is a no-brainer for, but maybe they thought essential oils were crazy and weird. Now you've got essential oils in her home, right? You've got the Stress Away. It's the #1 emotionally supported oil. And you've got her all the promos. So, duh. I mean, we have starter kits. You just have to think in a marketing way outside the box. Stop waiting on Young Living to come up with a premium starter kit. Because you know what? Your friends are enrolling your friends. And you're going to be going, oh crap, I missed out on that again. This is a huge wave of momentum. I had the privilege of sitting front row seat to the 2013 beginning of the 13, 14, and 15 wave of momentum with Young Living. We could not sign up people fast enough. So I'm here to tell you, we're doing it right now, and we're doing it again with Savvy Minerals. It's crazy. So let the makeup be the gateway to getting the oils in the home. So let me read some of these questions. Comes out of my mouth naturally. The corners of your mouth naturally go down. Any makeup tips? I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist. I would Google it. I would go on YouTube. I would watch some makeup hackers and maybe see what the people who are professionals that know how to do it are. I'm sorry. I just don't know the answer to that. Maybe somebody, maybe Becky knows. Let's see. But can they keep the stuff in stock? Yes. It's the Oily Tools has been blowing up all day. Back in stock, back in stock. Yes, we've had some out of stock. But Stephanie, I think you came in a little late, so you might not have seen or heard me talking about how good Young Living is actually doing on keeping these things in stock. I have seen them, Convention 2014, we came out with MindWise, and we came out with KidSense. We didn't have KidSense for like 2 more years. And MindWise, it took like a year before we had it in stock again. And so compared to what we've seen in the past to what's happening right now, I think we are in a great situation. First of all, you have FOMO, fear of missing out. That is a huge factor. And we're not artificially inflating that FOMO sensation for people. It's real. Convention tickets 2018 are sold out. Did you know that? They are. They're working on something, so don't panic. We're going to work it out. But the rally tickets in Birmingham sold out. As soon as makeup was announced, the rally tickets sold out. So now, like never before, people are jumping on. And so we have in stocks, out of stocks, in stocks, out of stocks every day. But there are choices. I showed warm #2 on my face, but I can easily put cool #2 on my face, which came back in stock today. So you don't have to like go, oh, it's not going to be in stock, and so we're not going to be able to market this, and I'm not going to market it until everything's in stock, and I'm just going to sit here until it is. And I'm not saying you're doing that. I'm not saying anybody's doing that. What I'm saying is we are in a position of growth, and the enemy doesn't like that, and so our natural excuse system will get into, well, we can't do this because we don't have enough stock. We do have enough stock, I promise you. And Melissa Pepping has been the right-hand woman to our corporate staff in all of their projections and all of their planning and forecasting into what we're going to have. So it's rolling along so much more smoothly than I thought it would based on our experience from conventions past. So I'm pretty excited about it. So how do I address when they want to sign up with the kit idea? There are other choices. So, all right, let's say they went with the good kit. The good kit here is foundation, bronzer or blush, lipstick, 2 eyeshadows, eyeliner, misting spray. These are just suggestions. Misting spray is 15 PV. If it's out of stock, you could show them a DIY hack on how you can take essential oils and vodka and water and create your own misting spray, because guess what? That's what Melissa did before Young Living took over and created Savvy Minerals. Misting spray is a professional version of a DIY home job hack that Melissa has in her chemical-free home. Yes, it's been amped up. Yes, it's made in a laboratory now with Young Living. It's contains essential oils, but they used her essential oil blend that she loves as a perfume, and they added that orchid extract fragrance to it. So I say fragrance, it's an extract that gives fragrance. It's not an artificial fragrance. So anyway, you can do a DIY. You can help. So, and a lot of times people are saying, well, I want to use up what I have, and I just want to order a few things. And that's okay too. This is just an idea of what you can start with. The main takeaways I want you guys to understand is watch the PV so that they get the promos, and absolutely enroll them on ER. So I know some people are intimidated, and in the beginning I was too. I told people, don't get on ER. You have to first fall in love with your oils, and then I'll help you get on ER later. Literally told people that for years. And so what I do now is I tell people, look, we're going to put this on ER. You're going to get started on ER to begin with because you get 10% back on everything you order for the first 3 months. In no time, you'll be getting 20% back. And you're going to get these free oils because at 100 and a 190, which you already are at, you're going to get 2 free oils. And this is what those oils can do for you this month. And so later on, if you see that this is not something you want to be a part of every month, that's okay. You can opt out. I'll help you do it. It's easy. And you roll on. Okay? So main things I need you to know is enroll with the basic starter kit if they are not on board with the oils. If they're on board with the oils, get them the premium starter kit. Duh! I mean, get them everything they want, right? If they want the Aria diffuser and the premium starter kit, the top of the line of all of our starter kits, then grab that. You don't need the basic starter kit then. You just need to start adding the Savvy Minerals and the products that they do want. This is just a pencil sketch to help somebody understand which products you can put in the cart and get to these PV totals. This is an idea of what people can spend and what their promos will be. Now, on the back, it says business in a box. Now, when I had these printed, this said 907 in US dollars and 907 PV. I forgot to add the $45 startup kit to it. So it's actually 952 US dollars and 907 PV. Now, the reason why I forgot to add the basic starter kit in here is because I was so flippin' excited about thinking outside the box on how to split this order up. So first of all, if you have somebody that says, girl, I love it. I love this. I can sell this today. Give me the whole kit and caboodle. That's awesome. So assuming everything's in stock, you add the basic starter kit to their order. If they're not on board with the oils, that's fine. You just give them the basic starter kit, and you add one of all of the Savvy Mineral products. And at this time, that does not include the mascara or the brushes. That comes to 907 PV. You put all of that on their very first ER order. So they're going to get all the promos, and they're going to get $90 in ER credits. Or, and here's where I got excited and thought, oh my gosh, you can do this too. And I forgot to put the math in there for the basic starter kit. So the second idea with that is to basic starter kit, put 600 PV on ER. Okay? 600 PV of that 907 on ER. They're going to get $60 back in all the promos this month. Complete the order and then log back in right away and place a quick order for the remaining 307 PV, and you're going to get all the promos again. And that means 2 Rutabaga in July. Like I said, if you're watching this video in August, you missed out. So you see where that gets so exciting to help people from the get-go know all of the goodness that we sometimes didn't find out till month 3 or 4 or 6 or 9. Some people never figure out what these freebies are with Young Living or the ER points. It's such a shame. So anyway, I have a Google Drive. I'm going to be working on this group right here on a pinned post. And in the pinned post, there's going to be a quick link to the Google Drive. And in that Google Drive, there's going to be all of these flyers you can print up yourself or send to the printer and have them made. They're unbranded, y'all, so share them wherever. This is all over Team Young Living already. So you have a presentation, slideshow presentation, whether you're Keynote or PowerPoint or whether you have neither, you can use the PDF. The slideshow is like 40 some odd slides, and some of them are really quick. You go through them really fast, but some of them have a quick link to a video that hops over to YouTube and allows your class members to see Melissa putting on the makeup, not you. So here's where that intimidation factor needs to go on and calm on down and realize you don't have to be the makeup artist in the room. You don't want to be the expert in the room. In fact, you may have somebody at your class that thinks, I'm looking for a business opportunity, but if I have to learn how to do makeup and learn all of these chemical names and things that she's saying, I'll never succeed. You know, we love Sarah Harnish and the game plan. And if there's one thing I've learned from her, it's to keep it simple and write a script. So guess what? I wrote you guys a script. It goes along with every single slide. And you guys can rest and relax and just read from the script and push the button and move the slides. And you get through it and then you sign everybody up, okay? And you teach them to do the same thing. So also in that Google Drive, you have save the date graphics. You have invitation graphics. So how does this sound? I love this phrase and actually stole it from Becky Fangman. Makeup and mimosas or makeup and Moscatos. I love Moscato. Makeup and muffins if you're doing it in the morning and you don't want to have alcohol there. Makeup and muffins. I actually am scheduling something that's makeup, muffins, and mimosas. So we're going to have a big time. So just use those resources. There's also some blank invitations, and you can write whatever you want to in there. If you're not savvy with PicMonkey, then hey, savvy, you see what I did there? Okay, so hop over to YouTube and look at some of PicMonkey's videos. It's easy, and a lot of the program is free. You can subscribe to the program for just a few dollars, or the premium program's like $99 a year. But you can, you'll see in the instructions folder in that Google Drive, even the ink colors that I use. So you don't have to worry about matching like the fonts. It's all there for you. You just, hey, here you go. Here's your date, time, address, RSVP options, those kinds of things. I had a question from somebody that said, how do I do this for a Facebook class? Well, just download the presentation and copy paste all of those slides out of the presentation and into your Facebook class, whether you use a scheduling software like SenseShare or Hootsuite or some of those things. You can just schedule it that way. But those are simply graphics. They're just JPEG files. So you just download it and then copy paste it into the other. I learned everything I know on YouTube and Google, and if I can do it, you guys can do it, okay? So who's going to go out and teach a class? I posted this on my timeline earlier, and it's for people who are non-members. So I'm still fishing, y'all. We are all still prospecting and hopefully enrolling new members and friends and family that have not gotten on board with Young Living yet. So I posted this earlier. It's free for you to grab, download, and post just like a photo. And I put the Business in a Box flyer up as well. And I said, hey, if you're a non-member and you join with me, I will make sure that you will have a professional makeup artist help you with your application and your color choices. I'll explain that in a minute. I also teased and said if you go with the best option on this, I will throw in a set of brushes. Now, let's talk about that. A set of brushes on Amazon, it's Prime Day. And even when it's not Prime Day, you can find gorgeous sets of brushes for like less than $10. I'm serious. And then I said, if you join me in the Business in the Box, I'm going to provide you the brushes and a train case to carry it around in. Train cases, again, on Amazon, $20 to $40, gorgeous train case. My commission on this Business in a Box is $200. So do you think I have a little bit of slush fund there to bless somebody with a train case and a set of brushes? And then because I'm a Prime member with Amazon, I just ship it right to their house and I don't have to do anything. It's hands off. So let's talk about a professional makeup artist. Everybody knows someone. I promise you. I promise you. If you don't, hop on down to your local Ulta or Sephora and try on some makeup. Get to know some people. strike up a conversation, form them, get to know them. If somebody has the personality that you think, I could really hang with her, I think I want to get to know her better, I'd love to work with her, then maybe give her your business card and say, look, I'm looking for someone to help me with events. I pay X number of dollars, and let me just say, most girls at Ulta are making less than $9 an hour. So if you offer them $10 an hour, they will jump on it, okay? They are excited to help you, and they will help you. So like if I have a makeup and mimosas event on a Saturday morning from 10 to 12, I need to pay my makeup artist about 3 hours because I'm going to need her to have some setup time and cleanup time. $30 to the makeup artist. I get, 8, 10, 12 or more people who come and enroll. There again, I have the extra money to pay the makeup artist. If you don't, then invest in your business, invest in them, and then help them to get enrolled with Young Living to sell on the side of their job. It's a no-brainer. So anyway, those are the things that I've been working on behind the scenes, despite the travel, despite the rally, despite everything that's been going on. That's what we've been working on. So I hope it inspires you guys to grab some makeup, grab some friends, throw these invitations out there, cultivate these relationships, and get some butts in some seats and get people enrolled. I firmly believe that these tools are going to help all of you grow your business. We are all going to be Royal Crown Diamonds because of Savvy Minerals and because of Young Living and what is offered through that. Because like I said, Savvy Minerals is the gateway to the essential oils, and once they start using their essential oils that came in their basic kit and their promos, they are going to be hooked. We know that, right? They just need to give it a chance, and you'll be sitting back going, I told you. A year from today, you're going to wish you started today. So get started now, grow your business, bring in some friends, okay? I love you guys. I appreciate you sitting through this entirely too long Facebook Live. If you're catching the replay, let me know what you think. I want to know that this is encouraging somebody. I really want to know that this is helping, okay? See you guys. Have a great day. Bye.